Welcome to the Museum of Aquarium and Pet History. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, as you could tell, we're a little behind. What can I say? Holidays got us a little behind, so we have a few boxes we need to open in 5 minutes. Nope, I don't think it's possible. Even with Meredith's magic, ninja magic, I don't think we can get all these opened in 5 minutes. Plus, we have some other videos we want to do besides just the openings. So I think what we'll do is we are going to start with a few different things today. We're going to start with opening some boxes that came from friends of ours, and we're also going to do another video, a 5-minute video on some disasters in the aquarium trade, product disasters. Okay, so let's clean off this table and we'll get started. Okay, we're back. Now, I'm going to open a couple boxes that came from friends of mine, and they've been wondering, because it's been a couple months, you know, what happened to that box I sent you, Gary? And I'm like, well, things have been a little crazy. And we did just hire a new person for MOAF who speaks fluent German, so I'm very excited about that. And this came from Joe Ferdenzi, good buddy of mine. Joe, hello Joe, shout out to Joe. And we had a long conversation about this because I don't remember this when I was working in retail. This is a TetraMin fish food, and it's guppy food, but it's Hähnel. Okay, take two. All right, the name is Paul Hähnel. That's how you pronounce it because it's called an umlaut, which is the two dots. So that's actually how you pronounce it, Paul Hähnel. He was world famous because he actually developed the veil tail guppy. All right, and what he did was he was German. Born in Germany, born in Hanover, and he came to the United States, was a cabinet maker out of the Bronx, and was a huge guppy breeder in the 50s and the 60s. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1969. But he bred these veil-tailed guppies, first ones to breed veil-tailed guppies, and then he went to Germany for the first international guppy show held in Hanover. And it was such a sensation. They had over 3,000 attendees at that show. It was written up in all the newspapers. Over 5 countries attended, and there was even a 10-minute spot on the television talking about this show. That's how big it was. They basically gave him the title of the Guppy King of the Old and New World. So that's how well he was received there at that show. The guppy book called All About Guppies by Leon Whitney, he co-authored that one. And the book is also dedicated to Paul as well, and with a dedication that says America's Greatest Guppy Breeder. I don't ever remember seeing this in our store, ever. So I don't know if this is a limited release, it just went back east or what. And I've never seen TetraMin, the high-end German flake food company that they were at the time, make a fish food dedicated to a fish breeder. So that came from Joe Ferdenzi. I'm very excited, Joe. Thank you for adding this to the museum. So, and he did write me a note. This is Paul Hähnel's Tetra can, is only the second one I've ever seen. Came from the fish room of my 85-year-old friend, Doug Curtin, a lifelong aquarist. Enjoy, your buddy Joe. Okay? Hey, thank you, Joe. All right, there's number one. Number two, this one's really exciting, and I'm glad that I'm getting a chance to open this. This came from John Willinger, the son of Alan Willinger, of famous Willinger, Wil-Nes, Metaframe. We did a video on John Willinger, and we've had plenty of Metaframe articles on the site. And he found this in a desk drawer, and he emailed me and he said, he goes, I don't even remember when I got these, Gary, but I found these and I want to send them to you. And what these are, which is really, really cool. These are negatives from William T. Ennis Exotic Aquarium Fish. And what Ennis did was he photographed the fish in black and white, and then he had a unique coloring process to where he colorized them to give them their true colors. He didn't feel that Kodachrome film at the time of the time period, 1930s, gave the true colors of the fish. So he photographed them in black and white and then he colorized them. But not just any colorization. I mean, I'm not sure how he did it, but they're considered works of art. They really are. So this is a whole bunch. Oh, here's Corridor's catfish. Oh, that's really cool. Gouramis. We're going to actually have Meredith do some positives on these and put these on this site, because this is really, really cool. Some killifish, more gouramis. Ooh, black mollies. Beautiful black sailfin mollies. These are incredible. They really are incredible, and I'm just so excited and so happy to get these for the museum, and anyone that's a hardcore hobbyist that comes and visits us can see these in person. So that is the negatives from exotic aquarium fishes, and that came via after Hagen bought them out, Ralph C. Hagen Company. They sent them to John as a gift, and John sent them to the museum. So John, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to do one more, and this is, I can already tell, this is tied to the what my good friend Bob Kraus wrote an article this month on the CritterTrail, and all about the history of hamsters and the hamsters of their manufacturing of the CritterTrail, which was really amazing. And we showed you in a 5-minute video the gold-plated CritterTrail. Here's just a little carry pal for your hamster, and it's actually a car. It's got wheels and a handle and everything else. And I just thought that was really, really cool. And you know, normally I don't get stuff like this for the museum, but you know what? At some point, this is going to be really collectible, and it needs to have a statement of, hey, this occurred in the 1980s and 90s with hamsters. Kind of crazy, but it did occur. All right, so that's all for this week. Thank you for watching, and again, have a great week, and I'll see you again later. Take care.